1.
From the Bruce Sadler, your fast friend in the car business at Stingray Chevrolet in Bartow, Florida studios, this is the Brow Report with Matt and Bill.
Woo! As Ric Flair would say, we are live on a Tuesday. You can't get rid of us, Facebook. We're still around. Instagram, what's up? Thanks for watching us tonight on the show. We appreciate it. Remember, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Blog Talk Radio is where you get the podcast. You can also get us on YouTube. After the show, we will load the video on YouTube as well. And don't forget, the Brow Report hat is available. Go to facebook.com/Brow Report. And at the very top, you can go ahead and click the link. $15 gets you a sweet hat. And you can support your favorite podcast on the internet. Bill, what's up, man?
Matt, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing great.
Great. Like Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tigger.
Huh? Oh, my God, Matt. You know what? I am so excited.
Oh, you're excited?
I'm excited.
What are you excited about?
And it wasn't anything caused by anything I've watched on the internet or anything like that, but tomorrow's a big
Bill,
day, Matt.
don't watch the stuff on the internet, man.
What?
I know how you are.
What? What's wrong with...
You have to keep
You
the
judging
volume
me,
down when you're watching certain things on the internet, Bill. We know how it is.
Did you hear that? I guess, yeah. I shouldn't have... Maybe I'll keep the volume down.
Keep the volume down. Just in case.
Yeah.
We're not regulated by the FCC, but you never know.
You never know.
So what's
So you
up?
doing good, Matt?
Yeah, man. Everything's good.
Well, tomorrow... Yeah, tomorrow's a huge day, brother.
Huge.
Day.
Huge.
Huge. Shifty Adam Schiff in his kangaroo court is about to start the public hearings for impeachment of President Donald J. Trump.
So, okay, so is this the official start?
Well, this is what the Democrats voted, like a week or two ago, to start this process of the formal impeachment inquiry. Now, the weird thing about this, typically impeachment is done through the Judiciary Committee, which eventually we'll get to. But the House of Representatives let the Intelligence Committee and Adam Schiff take the point on these hearings. And he's the one of the biggest liars ever. He's the one who said over the last 3 years that there's definitely have concrete proof that he colluded with Russia and all those things like that, and nothing ever happened. You know, the Mural report came out, the FBI investigation, the Senate Intel investigation, the House Intel investigation, all came out. There's a big fat zero. But so now it's all shifting to Schiff, who is going to start the public hearings, which is going to be very interesting to see, because this could actually, and I'm sure the Democrats have talked about this, but it could actually quite backfire spectacularly tomorrow if Schiff continues to not allow certain questions to be asked, not let the representatives on the Republican side ask questions, telling the witnesses not to answer questions. So if he does that in a public hearing, the American public who's going to be watching, because all the networks and all the cable, everything's going to preempt their regularly scheduled programming tomorrow anyway. So it's going to be from about 10 o'clock in the morning to around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The impeachment hearings will be tomorrow. There'll also be one on Friday. But tomorrow we got Bill Taylor. He's was the top U.S. diplomat for Ukraine, and also George Kent. He's also one of the high-level State Department guys. Both of them have, second, third-hand knowledge. Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend.
Second, third-hand knowledge? Come on, man.
Yeah. So it's going to be, they're going to get decimated. And the cool thing is, and I'll go through the process of what we can expect tomorrow, but the great thing is Jim Jordan got moved from I think he was on oversight, to the Intel Committee just for these public hearings. Now, if you know remember Trey Gowdy, the former congressman from South Carolina?
Yes.
Jim Jordan's up there with that sort of big. I would not want to be questioned by Jim Jordan at all, or Trey Gowdy, or Devin Nunes, who's the minority chair of the Intel Committee. So I mean, they're all going to be pounding these witnesses. It's going to be quite entertaining to watch or listen to. I plan on tomorrow listening to the proceedings because I can't watch. I have TV at work and sit there at my desk with my phone on. They kind of frown upon stuff like that, but it'll be kind of cool listening and seeing what kind of landmine shifts in the Democrats step in.
Well,
tomorrow.
Here's the interesting thing, Bill. If the Democrats truly cared about the truth, which we know they don't really care about the truth, but if they pretended just for a moment in time that they cared about the truth, maybe in an altered universe or something, or reality they cared about the truth, when they want the Republicans to ask questions, let's get down to the bottom of this and figure out if there was any impeachable offenses, any high crimes or misdemeanors, as we have seen in the past, even with Barack Obama when he was president. He was on a hot mic talking to, the prime minister or the president of Russia, saying, I'll have more flexibility after the election. Isn't that part of a quid pro quo?
I think it sure sounds like it. And also with Joe Biden saying, we're going to, if you don't fire this Ukrainian prosecutor, within 6 hours, we're going to leave. And you're not going to get the $1 billion. And he said, holy shit.
Yeah.
They fired the prosecutors. And they got the $1 billion. So
there's quid pro quo there as well.
Absolutely. And any foreign policy, no country in their right mind is going to give anything to anybody without something in return.
Oh, unless it's the Democrats. I mean, the Democrats don't want anything in return. They just want to buy everybody off for the future. They need to protect themselves. And remember this, after President Obama said, I'll have more flexibility after your election, what did Hillary Clinton do? She was selling uranium to the Russians.
Yep.
Our uranium.
Uranium won.
Ours. The United
20%.
States. Yes.
20%.
And Bill Clinton started getting speaking
that
engagements.
Uranium won through Canada. It's like a big money laundering scheme. It's crazy.
Oh, like the Clinton Foundation.
Right.
But no one's investigating.
We left the White House poor. Oh my God! Look at us. We're now millionaires.
And you started fleecing.
Funny how that happens.
Started fleecing third world countries is what they started doing, like Haiti. I mean, that was a money laundering
they
scam.
screwed Haiti with that.
I mean, has Haiti got any better? No. But that's what the Clintons do. I mean, they have a background of all of a sudden people mysteriously dying in plane crashes, suicide, 2 shots to the head, all sorts of weird stuff. But this is, I guess you can say, this is politics in America. And I love our country, Bill. But this continues to show the amount of corruption. The Democrats have 0% chance of really winning the election. If they did, they wouldn't be going this direction with impeachment. Because honestly, what's the crime? Where is the crime?
There's no crime.
There is no crime.
There's zero crime. Zero crime.
They're trying, and even with General Michael Flynn, after it's all said and done, there may be no crime there either. So all these things that they make things up, like you said earlier, second and third hand knowledge of things. Where's the first hand knowledge? Where's the first hand? Because we can't just go, whispering secrets around and making stuff up. That's what's happening. You're getting hearsay now. You're not actually getting any facts. And honestly, the American people deserve the facts.
Right. So, the GOP sent Schiff and the Democrats a list of witnesses, and it's around 9 or 10 witnesses that they would like to hear from. And guess what? They were all declined. So it's not even a fair trial. There's no There's no fairness in this.
This is what
There's
the
no due
communists
process.
do.
Now,
This is Soviet.
right.
This is a Soviet KGB
it's-
style shakedown, if you think about it.
Now, yeah. Now, for our listeners and viewers and everybody on our Facebook, Instagram, everywhere that has been listening, for tomorrow, if anybody wants to watch, and I'm sure our audience is going to watch, most Americans going to be watching or listening. The way this proceeding is going to go, if those who have not, remembered the Bill Clinton impeachment or Richard Nixon, it's going to start at 10 o'clock. There's going to be an opening statement from Adam Schiff. We'll make an opening statement, and also Devin Nunes of California, the Republican on the committee, the lead Republican, the ranking member, will make a statement also from the two witnesses. Now, Bill Taylor and also George Kent was the Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for Eurasian and European Affairs. They're going to be sitting side by side during this hearing. Now, what's going to happen is Schiff and Nunes will have about 45 minutes each to question the witnesses in the first part of the hearing. They can also, and this is kind of interesting, and Schiff he's made indications he's going to do this, is that they can also delegate the questioning to one of the committee lawyers or to somebody else, so.
Aren't they lawyers already to begin with? Aren't a lot of these people lawyers?
Yeah, they are.
So why don't they just do it themselves? I mean, they're paying people.
Because he doesn't want to look like an idiot. So he's going to have the committee lawyer do the questioning. I'm not sure what Nunes is going to do. So for about 90 minutes, you're going to have Schiff and Nunes, or the lawyer for the committee.
The Democrats. Just say Democrats.
For the Democrats.
You can just say it, Bill. It's fine. We're amongst friends. It's just Democrats.
Yeah, they're going to do it. Then once those questions are done, it's going to go into a format that, if you've ever watched another committee hearing, past committee hearings for anything, each of the lawmakers on a committee are going to get 5 minutes each to ask questions. Now, the committee is represented by 13 Democrats and 9 Republicans, and it's going to be, this is where I think Jim Jordan, when he comes in, he's from Ohio, he's going to be a firecracker. Have you ever watched any of his testimony or his questioning of people?
I have. He's good. He's solid.
He will make you feel like a stupid little idiot. It's going to be fantastic just watching and listening to his way of circling the wagons around the witness.
Well, Bill, was Adam Schiff a prosecutor though? He was a prosecutor.
He was.
So why is he so scared?
Because nobody likes Adam Schiff.
I know.
I mean, I'm sure the Democrats.
Look at him. He looks shady as shit.
Nancy Pelosi's a very smart. Yeah, she's extremely intelligent. I don't agree with her politics at all. Zero thing don't agree with anything that she says. However, from a congressional tactical move, she's very astute in this process.
Yeah.
Now with her putting Adam Schiff, who has a lot of ethics issues, and there's rumors that he's already met with before the IG or the Inspector General, whoever the person got the complaint, the whistleblower, who's not even a whistleblower, the guy's basically just a leaker.
Mm-hmm.
He met with them, so he already lied about that. He lied repeatedly. He accusing Donald Trump of colluding with Russia when he's on tape with these comedians from the Ukraine acting as Russians, like saying that they have dirt on Trump. It's on tape, and people, you can search. Adam Schiff gets pranked. It's pretty hilarious watching him get a little boner and a hard on for watching the possibility of getting dirty, naked pictures of Trump. It's hilarious. So it's gonna be fun. I can't wait for this tomorrow. I'm getting excited because this is going to be one step closer for it to kick to the Senate if they impeach him. And the Senate has its own rules. They can call any witnesses. They can call Joe Biden. They can call Hillary Clinton. They can go all the way through the whole 2016 stuff and get that all on the public. So it's going to be an interesting few weeks. I think they want to wrap it up pretty quickly before they vote. Here, the timelines are on Christmas. right after Thanksgiving. So hopefully this will be quick. Kick to the Senate. And it either dies dead on arrival. Lindsey Graham's already said if the whistleblower does not testify, so it's going to be dead when it comes over because this guy's started all. It's like the Kavanaugh hearing all over again. You got that Blasey Ford that sounded like a little girl who was on helium as well.
Yeah, that
lying about shit.
Yeah,
I mean, it was unbelievable.
It was no proof, and the irony is the standard of conservatives versus liberals. You have to be like Jesus walking on water to be conservative if you're a liberal, unless like that one chick over in that was a congresswoman that had the affair with her husband and the staffer. She was banging everything in her sight. If she had 20 years in Congress, it would have been a much different situation. I mean, she didn't have enough skeletons on other people. She burned her bridges way too quick in Congress. That happens. But getting back to Nancy Pelosi for a second, Bill. Nancy Pelosi, while we don't agree with her politics, I mean, she is a survivor. She has survived for a very long time for a reason. She's smart. She's cunning.
She's brilliant. She's actually brilliant, which it pains me to say. But she's, with Steve Bannon, I saw an interview with him with CBS News this past weekend. He states that she's a master of political warfare.
Yeah.
Which is true. I mean, her chess game, when it comes to this, she knows that this is not going to go anywhere. But
she's got to play. She's got to play along with it.
They're going to cause enough damage to sway the American people to vote differently in 2020. And, I don't know if Democrats realize that, what comes around goes around. Next time, and I don't agree with what they're doing, and I would probably not agree, except right now I would agree. I mean, payback's a bitch. But, a few years down the road, if, Republican president, or Democrat president, Republican House and Senate, and they start doing this, you don't want to see the country shaken apart. We're so divided right now.
But they would like that, Bill. The Democrats want that. That's the end game, is to destroy the United States of America. And if they can't do it through the election process, they're going to try to do it through impeachment.
They're not going to win. They're not going to win.
But they don't care. They're anarchists. They're like Antifa with suits on. That's what they do. I mean, they don't care about the American people. They don't care about the homeless. They don't care about veterans. They don't care about unborn children. They don't care about your kids. They don't care about anybody. They care about power. They're the typical limousine liberals that drive around in big, huge SUVs, flying their private planes to climate change summits. They're idiots. No one can stand them. If you got any brain, they're idiots. No one likes them.
They're absolute idiots. Nobody, I mean, there's people out there that like them, and I can see their perspective. They're in a bubble. Then sometimes I'm looking at myself and like, are we in a bubble? But no, what we do makes sense. It's common sense.
No. I think
what
Bill,
they're doing,
there is a bubble.
They're out of their minds.
There is a bubble. There are people in bubbles right now that don't understand the concept of what the Constitution is. They don't understand the concept of due process. They don't understand the concept of the judicial system. They don't even understand how Congress works, how to pass a bill, how the Federal Reserve works. They don't understand how weather changes. They don't understand a damn thing. People are stupid. I mean, what we got to do, Bill, is do another man on the street thing. And
oh my God, that was so fun.
We got to do this coming up.
We have to do it bigger.
Bigger and better.
We have to do it bigger. We have to find something in Orlando or Tampa.
Oh, absolutely.
How about Gasparilla?
Oh my goodness, that'd be excellent.
Down in Ybor City.
Man, we might get in a fight.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm not trying to
pay the money. Go to a Buck. Pay the money and walk through the parking lot at a Bucks game.
I mean, we walk through the parking lot of the Bucks Stadium. I mean, nothing can stop us.
Yeah, or just go to a. Huh?
I mean, no one goes to Bucks games anymore.
Maybe Lightning. If the Lightning's doing game, we can do.
I mean, we can do something. But I'm always afraid the Antifa people might, try to throw a brick at us or something. Because you know how they are. I mean, if you get any facts around them, they start melting like the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh, I'm melting.
Switching.
Facts.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, so let's switch.
You're talking about crazy climate change. Why don't you leave with the next story there, buddy?
All right, so Greta Thunberg, the miracle worker girl that has murals now of her with animals, a mural going up in San Francisco. She is here's the thing, folks. She's being abused by her parents, if you think about it. They're throwing a girl on the autism spectrum. She's got Asperger's, and she is being used by her parents. If you ever watch a video of her, Bill, and I'm sure you've seen it before, she wears a hat if she's in public. And when she's getting questioned, she has a handler with her. So if she doesn't feel comfortable with the question, cannot answer in a scripted manner, she takes the hat off and the handler takes her away. So this child is very scripted. It's very unfortunate.
I never noticed that before. I don't have to watch some of her rallies.
It's very interesting. So this girl is being used by her parents, the left wing, the Antifa, the socialist. So this teen climate change activist, Greta Thunberg, is staring down at pedestrians in the heart of San Francisco where an artist is painting a massive mural of the Nobel Peace Prize nominee. Here's the scary part. She's nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, but what has she really done? Has she really affected change? She hasn't.
It's like Obama. What did he do when he got his?
Oh, he started drone striking kids. That's what he did when he got his.
Mm-hmm.
And leaving, people in Benghazi, Fast and Furious gun running, getting people killed. But hey, that's Obama. Nobel Peace Prize, yeah. So outlets report Friday that the Argentine muralist Andreas Iglesias, who signs his art with the pseudonym Cobre, is set to finish the artwork of the Swedish 16-year-old in Union Square by next week. Iglesias says SF Gates that he's donating his time to complete the work, and he hopes the mural helps people realize we have to take care of the world. He also painted a mural of Robin Williams in downtown San Francisco that has since been demolished. Cobre says he was searching for a building for a new mural when environmental nonprofit One Atmosphere approached him about the project. Now,
did you see the mural? It's spooky as shit. I would
is.
not want her hunting eyes following me everywhere.
Yeah. Do you see the
It's like Mao.
Was it the Babylon Bee posted a satire article that she has laser eyes? She's shooting SUVs going by. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a little satire here, but this girl, there's pictures of Greta on a train of all things that uses diesel fuel more than likely, or coal or something.
Eating with plasticware.
Plasticware. Has processed foods, plastic wrapping on things. So this is what happens here, folks, is we're going to be treated like peasants. We're going to be peasants, and the elites are going to have all the stuff. They're going to have real butter. Remember V for Vendetta? When the part where the girl was talking to V, oh no, not V, but the British journalist guy, the guy was gay, the gay journalist. They had the TV show in V for Vendetta. It's like, she's like, this is real butter. How'd you get real butter? This is what's going to happen, folks. If this happens in every socialist regime,
you're going to be in.
Every time.
Yeah.
Soviet Union, Venezuela. Have you noticed the Venezuelan people that are in charge, like Maduro? He's fat. Look at Kim Jong-un. He's
the
fat.
Amazon Prime Jack Ryan show.
I have not seen it yet.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
I do have Amazon Prime.
If you watch the first season was cool. The second season takes place with Venezuela, and it's all, you can see the political class.
Oh yeah.
How the candidates and the president and the opulence, the president's in his, outside his mansion playing polo on his yard. It's that kind of stuff.
Socialism and
you're
communism.
Down in the city, and you're waiting in bread lines. How fun is that?
Yeah, and years, I think it was back in 2014, 2015, there was news articles that people had numbers on them in Venezuela waiting in line. They had literal numbers, like, I don't know if it was marker or tattooed. I couldn't tell, but they were numbered.
Like their line number.
Yeah. But see, before all that happened, sure, there's poverty anywhere you go. If you try to wage your war on poverty, there'll always be people, and I hate to say this, there'll always be people that don't want to work. They don't want to contribute to society. It's just the way it is. You can't just throw them in housing and try to give them jobs. They just don't want to do it. And it's unfortunate, but there's always that percentage of the population that doesn't want to do anything with their lives. So you can't just keep giving it out and handing it out. It doesn't work that way. Some people don't want to live in a home. I hate to break this to people, but some homeless people, they want to be homeless. You know?
That is true.
But we got to start dealing with facts. And those are the facts of the situation. But with Greta, they're using a 16-year-old child with a form of autism. Her form of autism, in this case, Bill, from what I've seen, she can remember things very easily. She can regurgitate things. She's very gifted at remembering things. But she's not gifted on off the cuff of like critical thinking skills. So they're feeding her these lines that she can remember and spewing them out. Do you really think that speech she did at the UN climate conference was really from the heart? No, it was scripted. I mean, it's just amazing how we treat people as experts when they have no idea what they're talking about. We've had ice ages.
Kind of like Hunter Biden with his Burisma director job.
Yeah,
board of director
he's
job.
getting like
So,
tens of thousands of dollars a month, like $50,000 a month. He had no experience in the oil and gas industry. He didn't. He had a cocaine problem, and I'm not trying to. I'm not making fun of people with. I'm not making fun of people with drug or alcohol abuse situations. I'm not doing that at all, Bill, or anybody listening to us.
No, I know.
But the guy has a history. He got kicked out of the military. He has a history, and he had no background in a job. It's like, Bill, it's like me getting a job as an engineer building buildings. I have no experience, but I'm going to be in charge of a major corporation, have no idea how it does. Now, could I maybe learn it? Yeah, but I don't have a degree in it. So that's the issue here that I see with this, is the hypocrisy of the left. They're celebrating, unfortunately, a young 16-year-old girl from a very affluential background. She's not this poor little kid. She's being well taken care of. It's like the brown shirts from Nazi Germany. They're throwing out kids out there saying that you need to save the world, but we can be good stewards of the world, I think. But at the same time, you've got Democrats running around in private jets and limousines and big SUVs. They're not riding around in Priuses and riding their bicycles to work. It just doesn't work that way. It's very, very sad that we live in this day and time where we celebrate these type of things, and these kids are just being immensely abused. So,
and we're not making. And I want people to know we're not picking on a 16-year-old girl. We're picking on the establishment behind it, the George Soroses of the world.
We're picking on the people that are abusing this child. They're abusing this child. And we said it so many times over and over. And here's the thing. And if you get in the front of the public, whether you're 5 years old, 50 years old, 95 years old, okay, there'll always be criticism. It's a social media age, and you're going to get criticized. I get criticized online too. I get called all sorts of names. It's not true. I've been called racist. I've been called a bigot. I've been called all sorts of things. But you know what I am? I'm just an average guy. I want low taxes.
I love everybody.
I know. I just want to be left alone. Lefties. Just leave me alone. Leave my family alone. A lot of good
friends are left wing.
Yeah.
And we get along great.
As long as you don't talk politics or religion.
It's cool. I don't hate anybody. I mean, you have to do something personally to me for me to absolutely despise you. You know what I mean? So it's unfair the way that we're categorized for things that they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We're talking about, I'm going to start going into Ilhan Omar, how her and Bernie, have you seen her and Bernie Sanders are now palling up at a campaign rally in Minneapolis?
Well, that's what they do. They pal up. They need friends.
But this is the sick thing. She praises Sanders, who actually, I don't know if everybody knows, he actually honeymooned in the Soviet Union at the height of the Cold War, and he's standing up for human rights. So this is what Omar said. She goes, the fight for human rights is undeniable, and we recognize injustices of the past and present, whether it's genocide against Jewish people, Armenians, Rwandans, Bosnians, Native Americans, or more. We realize that the recognition isn't about punishing our political foes, but leading with moral obligation. But she's talking in context with her Bernie Sanders. She's excited with her fight against Western imperialism. So she's talking about human rights when Bernie Sanders goes to the Soviet Union, not just Russia, but Soviet Union, where they had horrible human rights. You could not be gay in the Soviet Union without being jailed or killed.
Yeah.
But it's mind-boggling that we're the bad people, and they're praising these countries that actually have human rights issues and celebrating the fact that he went to honeymoon in the Soviet Union during the Cold War.
He went.
That's sick.
I know, Bill. It's amazing that Omar comes from Somalia, and she comes here to the United States and starts poking her finger at us, saying we're bad. Go back to Somalia.
And she's a congressperson.
Fix it.
She got raised up to a congressperson.
Well, that just shows you the ignorance of the people
Look
that
at that
voted her
opportunity.
in.
And we're the bad people. Look what we get. I mean, she had the opportunity. What other country? I couldn't go over to Somalia and say, hey, I'm Bill. I want to run to be one of your parliament. Well, I don't even know what kind of government they have over in Somalia. Not much.
I don't think they have much of a government, dude. These warlords.
I would not have that opportunity. I would not have that opportunity to go to camp. It's so.
Here's the thing.
Disingenuous the way they do this.
The opportunity to own a home, the opportunity to feel safe, the opportunity to own a car, have air conditioning, internet, all these things that we have that, I mean, honestly, it's first world problems when our internet goes down or our car breaks down or something like that. I mean, she came from
all the Pornhub subscribers.
She came from a shithole.
I don't know what they do.
She came from a shithole, man.
She did.
And she's not grateful. She's not grateful. Horrible. Western imperialism.
Yep.
She ran from something that was terrible and starts calling us terrible. She's just trying. This is stereotypical, classic left-wing lunacy, where all they do is try to defame or make the United States and the American people look bad. If we're so damn bad and we're so fucking stupid and we hate people so much, why do people keep jumping walls, getting in boats made out of damn trash that come across the sea? Why do people try to sneak in here all the damn time if we are just the fucking worst people have ever been created? I don't get it. And I'm sorry, folks. If you're watching on Instagram, I sometimes get very passionate, right, Bill? I get a little passionate about things. If you hate it, if you hate it,
hard PG-13.
Yeah, if you hate it so bad here, go somewhere else and try to fix it. If you love communism, head over to North Korea or Venezuela. Enjoy the breadlines. Enjoy no health care. Enjoy it. Enjoy eating cats and dogs because you're eating your family pet because you're starving. Enjoy it. I don't want that here. I don't want suffering here. I want your families, my family, and everybody to enjoy our lives. You got one life to live. And you've got these communists within the Democrat Party saying, we need to tax you at 70% so we can make sure everybody's equal. Well, guess what? We are not all equal. Now, we are created equal. We have certain inalienable rights. But your effort is something different. Making the effort to get an education, the effort to get a better job, the effort to move up, the effort to do the right thing morally and legally. Some people can't do that. So guess what? Then you lose your rights because you broke the law. But these Democrats, they don't care about the law. I mean, look at I think it came out of the news today, Bill, that they're trying to decriminalize prostitution, public urination, all these different things in San Francisco. San Francisco, they have a problem with people shitting on the streets everywhere.
It's a shithole.
Literally. This place has so much wealth, but they can't keep the streets clean. But they want more taxes.
Talking about California, did you see the news story today about that lady who was attacked on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Some homeless dude came up to her. This is sick. I gagged when I read this. Came up to her and dumped a bucket of hot diarrhea all over her.
Oh, my
Went into her
God,
eyes,
man.
her mouth. He was charged with assault. She said, thank God he didn't have a knife. I should have been stabbed. But what the hell is that? She's glowing. She's just a log door, minding her business. Some dude just drops a bucket of crap on her.
And here's the thing, they're going to let him go.
Saving it up for a while.
They'll just let him go.
Hmm?
They'll just let him go. It's California.
Probably. Crazy.
Well, let's get into the next story, which relates to California as well. ISIS is urging its followers to spark wildfires across the U.S. and Europe, according to reports. At least 4 propaganda posters have appeared in Karish, a pro-ISIS media outlet urging followers to ignite fires in forests, the Washington Free Beacon says, citing the Middle East Media Research Institute. It says, ignite fires in the forests of America, France, Britain, and Germany, for they are painful to them. One poster reads, according to the site, the disturbing call comes as wildfires have devastated California. There's been no suggestion yet of any started by terrorists. The first threat appeared in April, according to Research Institute, which monitors radical groups. This is very scary. And not necessarily terrorist bill would do this, but if you have enough propaganda out there, people that would not self-identify as a Islamic terrorist would do it, but maybe Antifa would do it, or some other left-wing group, some person or group that may be a lone wolf situation. They're trying to push this agenda out there. They don't care if you're Islamic. They just want terror. That's what they're trying to do. And some of these fires have been started by people. People that maliciously want to hurt people. They want to destroy property. And they're sick. And they should pay the price. And the price, unfortunately, will not bring back people's homes. It will not bring back the forests that are the beautiful forests that California cannot maintain. You know how they blamed PG&E for, PG&E turned off the power to like 1 million people in California? How about these terrorists decide to start fires there, and they can't just turn the grid back on. It takes 24 to 48 hours for the grid to turn back on. And without power, they can't pump the water. So, I mean, you're setting yourself up for failure. Instead of having proper forest management priorities, they're just letting this shit catch on fire and just burn. I mean, why would you even want to work for the Forestry Service in California? Why? Why put your life on the line for a bunch of socialist idiots? I wouldn't. And that's why people are moving like every day out of California. The place is a hellhole.
It's crazy.
Especially in Democrat-controlled areas. There's certain parts of California that are Republican-controlled, but unfortunately, Sacramento in California keeps on raising taxes. They're in a mountain of debt. Their public service is terrible. They can't keep the streets clean. They have a homeless problem in major cities. They have tens of thousands of homeless people in these major cities. They have homeless camps. It's crazy. But ISIS is trying to promote setting fires. Because you know what? The liberals love their forest. I mean, even conservatives love the forest. But, I mean, if you're burning the lungs of the earth, maybe you should start thinking about this. God, man. It's amazing.
Crazy world we live in, buddy.
I know. It's crazy. And I want to say thanks to the people on Instagram. Your kind words tonight, I've been reading through them. I can't see them all. Very small print. I apologize. But I saw some of your kind words tonight on Instagram. Love y'all guys. I mean, we're doing the best that we can out there to share the information that we see and our thoughts with y'all on a constant basis. Again. Oh my God. I hope we don't get banned. We've been banned so many times. And for nothing. Nothing except for sharing the truth.
For like a week.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We got banned for a week. It says nothing in your newsfeed will show up in people's newsfeeds. What? It's amazing. But
There's no reason why.
No reason given to us.
We couldn't get any answers. That's nuts.
I even screenshot it and put it on the Facebook page. I'm like, what did we do wrong? They wouldn't tell us. They would not give us a straight answer. But that's what fascists do. I mean, they control everything. Yeah. They control the media. Very, very crazy. So, all right. So let's get to the feel-good story of the day. Because you know why, Bill? The people demand the feel-good story. So, Bill, go with the feel-good story tonight.
You know what, Matt? You should always support your kids and their natural talents, right? I mean, you have a daughter. You have a puppy. You have a wife. I mean, you want to support people. You want to support their talents. So, and if you nurture them, great things are going to happen. And that's what happened with 9-year-old Joe Wales' parents. Thought when they encouraged their son to keep drawing, even though he got in trouble for doodling during class. I got in trouble for falling asleep in class. Don't tell my mom. She's probably listening, but he got in trouble for doodling. So they actually sent Joe to an after-school art class, and his artistic abilities were quickly noticed around him. In fact, he was invited to decorate the dining room of the No. 4 restaurant in Shrewsbury, England. Now, Joe is now known as the Doodle Boy, and he has his own website, and as well as a social media page showing off his awesome art. You can scroll down for, it's actually down at Board Panda's website called Board Panda. Board Panda actually spoke to Joe's dad. You know, Matt, you set this shit up. I have no idea what the hell's going on, but we applaud kids.
Bill, you got my disease.
Okay, guys, let me just tell the audience. Matt sends a different format. It's cool. I love it. Looks good. Yeah, it's just it's all part. I feel bad. You're better at the feel good, man. You're better at the feel good.
I'll continue with the feel good.
So
okay.
Talk about what did Joe do? What did the Doodle Boy do?
Well, here's what they did. They wanted to get Joe into the restaurant to complete an art piece on their wall. It was their main dining area. Says, we're over the moon happy with this. So Joe's dad, Greg, told the media, I asked Joe, and he, of course, leaped at the chance to do it. So we have been going there for school where a couple hours a night he'll put his creativity on the wall. So he continued to talk about it. Joe loves doodling, and we're so proud of everything he's achieving. The fact that a completely independent business has asked our 9-year-old son to do a professional piece of work for them is incredible. And here's the thing, Bill. We need more of this. Instead of, punishing our children for their artistic ability and punishing children for their natural born talents, I guess lately in our school system, especially in the last probably 20 to 30 years, it's been just like one way of doing things. And now we have charter schools down, we have academies and stuff, but we still don't have enough ability to, instead of teaching all these things that kids won't really need in the workforce in the future, let's see what kids are really good at, support their ambitions, support their goals, support their dreams and desires. That's what we need to do. That would make us a better society instead of this one-size-fits-all education system. And I think this story shows that there. The kid gets in trouble at school because he's doodling, because he's really good at it. He's good at art. And he's bored with the curriculum. So they gave the ability for this child to get out there, and a local business is saying, hey, we want to support you. So that's awesome. I really love these feel-good stories that we do. And I think it's important that we continue to share these things with people to make sure that there's a lot of good out there still. So I want to make sure that we always share some good with the folks out there. So what do you think about the story, Bill? Did I do good? Did I read it good? Did I read well?
Yeah, I felt great.
I felt great?
Yeah, you did a wonderful job. You did great, yeah.
I try.
That's your thing.
It is kind of my thing.
I'm heartless.
I want it to be your thing, too.
I couldn't freaking read. It is my thing, but I don't know. I don't know. You know what threw me off? You had the Board Panda. I guess that's the website or the media company that interviewed the family. And I saw Board Panda. I was like, shit. He's bored in school. He's doodling. Maybe if I'd have read the damn email. The story.
Oh, there's reading through the show prep.
I got some impeachment stuff. I did all. Yeah.
You did great, man. You came hard, heavy hitting. First part of the show, Bill's a heavy hitter, folks. But just wearing
Never
them down,
happened
man. It's like a football game. Wearing them down at the end, and I got them. I kicked the field goal, win the game.
Where?
Oh, my
Wear me
goodness.
down like a tie hooker.
Whoa. Woo!
What?
Oh, my God.
No, I can't believe Epstein didn't kill himself. Huh? What?
Oh. All right, folks. It's been real. Bill's great. We love Bill. Bill's
I love
great.
you too much. Man, I love you. I love you guys.
Yeah, we love Bill. All right, folks. It's been real. Remember, we're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/BrowerReport. Look us up on Instagram at Brower Report. Follow us. Tell us how we're doing. Message us. We get back to you. We love your memes that you send us. We post your memes. We post your articles. We are a very hands-on type of organization. You talk to us, we're going to talk to you back. Did that sound right? Maybe.
Sounds perfect, brother. Sounds perfect.
Don't remember. And remember, folks, iTunes, Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio. Listen, support us, share us, get through the social media stuff, and help us help people know that there's feel-good stories out there and there's news and views that they can use on a daily basis on the Brower Report Radio Show. Remember, folks, we're live on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Podcasts throughout the week also. So make sure you subscribe to YouTube and iTunes and iHeartRadio, folks. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week.
Peace.